It's easy to be weak. It's easy to let life break you down, to give in when everything feels heavy, when the odds seem stacked against you. But strength, real strength, isn't loud or boastful. It's quiet, it's controlled, it's knowing when to fight and when to stay calm. It's mastering your emotions, mastering your actions. That's true power. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. You get that? You need to be ready, always ready. But that doesn't mean you go out picking fights or trying to prove something to the world. It means you're prepared, mentally, physically, emotionally, for anything. You're ready to rise when life tries to knock you down. As Muhammad Ali said, "I hated every minute of training, but I said don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion." That's what champions do. They suffer now, they sacrifice now, they put in the work behind the scenes. They grind when no one's watching. They don't complain, they don't make excuses. They own their pain, they own the process. And as Marcus Aurelius put it, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. That's the difference. Most people want the world to change before they do. But warriors, true warriors, change themselves first. They take control. They don't react to everything. They respond with power, with purpose. Bruce Lee said, "A warrior is not someone who fights. It's someone who can control their mind and body." That's what this is about. Discipline, control, focus. Strength isn't about brute force. It's about mastery. And that starts from within. Life's not fair. Never has been. Never will be. And you've got two choices. You can cry about it or you can rise above it. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to hand you your dream. No one's going to give you the success you want. You have to take it. You've got to realize that everything you want is going to take effort, real effort. And if you don't put in the work, if you don't sacrifice, if you don't show up every single day, then you'll stay exactly where you are. You can't wait for a miracle. You've got to create your own. When life hits you hard, and it will, that's not when you quit. That's when you grow. That's when you find out what you're made of. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Jim Rohn said, "You don't need life to be fair. You just need to be stronger than whatever it throws at you." That's it. Viktor Frankl said, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." So stop waiting for life to be fair. Stop waiting for someone to notice you, to save you, to fix your problems. Stop looking outward and start looking inward. That's where the real power is. The moment you stop expecting life to be fair is the moment you take control. Because now, it's on you. And that's the best part. You've got the power to change everything. You've got to rely on yourself. Stop waiting for applause. Stop waiting for people to support you. Most of the time, no one's going to do that. You're going to have to be your own biggest fan. There will be days when you feel alone, when no one seems to care about what you're doing, when you question if it's worth it, and that's okay. Because you don't need their approval. You need your approval. You've got to wake up every single day and believe in yourself, even when no one else does. It's not about showing off. It's not about being the loudest in the room. It's about building that quiet, unshakable confidence, the kind that carries you through the darkest days. The world won't always applaud your dream. In fact, most of the time, it won't even notice. But you can't let that stop you. You've got to keep grinding, keep pushing, keep reminding yourself why you started. Oprah Winfrey said, "You are responsible for your life." You can't keep blaming somebody else for your dysfunction. Life is really about moving on. That's the truth. And Ralph Waldo Emerson said it perfectly. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. You are your own greatest asset. You are the one who's going to make it happen. Don't wait for applause. Don't wait for permission. And definitely don't wait for the right time. There's no shortcut, no magic trick, no easy way. If you want something, you've got to work for it. Not just when you're motivated, not just when you feel good. You've got to show up every single day, even when it's hard, even when it hurts, even when no one sees the effort you're putting in. Because that's what separates the winners from the rest. Not talent, not luck, but consistency, hunger, relentless effort. Everyone loves the idea of success, but very few are willing to pay the price. And make no mistake, it will cost you. It's going to take long nights, early mornings, missed parties, skipped vacations. While others are relaxing, you're grinding. While they sleep, you're building. Why? Because you want what they'll never have. As Vidal Sassoon said, the only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. Opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. Don't be afraid of the work. Don't be afraid of the process. It's the hard work, the sweat, the struggle that will separate you from the average. Life is full of setbacks, roadblocks, challenges. That's just the way it is. Obstacles aren't there to stop you. They're there to test you, to see if you really want it. When things go wrong, you've got two choices. You can give up or you can rise up. Every problem is an opportunity in disguise. Use the pain as fuel. Use the struggle as motivation. That's where winners are made, not in the easy times, but when everything seems to fall apart. As Nelson Mandela said, "Do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. And when everything seems to be going against you." Henry Ford said, "Remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Use that wind. Use that resistance. Let it lift you. You're not meant to be average. You're not meant to settle. Deep down, you know it. You were made for more." There comes a point where you've got to ask yourself, am I okay with being average? And if you're honest, the answer is no. Average is easy. Average is comfortable. But greatness lives outside the comfort zone. Steve Jobs said, "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." You want to change your life? You want to be something more? Then stop settling. Stop doing just enough to get by. Demand more from yourself. Every single day. John D. Rockefeller said, "Don't be afraid to give up the good, to go for the great." Don't settle for good enough. Don't look back on life with regret knowing you could have given more. Your life is on you. No one else is responsible for where you are. Not your parents, not your teachers, not your past. You can blame your circumstances, you can blame others, but that won't change anything. If you want something different, it starts with you. Tony Robbins said, "It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped." Make that decision right now, that you will be more, that you will rise, that you will not settle. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "In the long run, we shape our lives and we shape ourselves. Every action you take, every choice you make, it's shaping your future. Don't wait for life to get easy. It won't. Pain and failure are inevitable. You can't outrun them. Here's the thing, pain is not your enemy. Failure is not your defeat. They are your teachers. They are your fuel." Thomas Edison said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the mindset. When pain comes, don't run. When failure hits, don't hide. Embrace it, learn from it, rise through it, because you're not defined by how many times you fall. You're defined by how many times you get back up. Nelson Mandela said, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." And finally, remember this, consistency. That's the secret. It's easy to show up when you're hyped, when things are going well. But real strength is showing up when it's hard, when progress is invisible. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said, "Success isn't always about greatness, it's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success." John C. Maxwell said, "Small disciplines repeated with consistency every day lead to great achievements over time." So trust the process. Stay focused. Keep grinding. Every day. Because one day you'll look back and realize that all those long nights, all those tough moments, all the times you wanted to quit, they led you exactly where you needed to be. And that's what makes it all worth it.